Good morning, it is Friday, so that means another reading update from me. I didn't do a video last week because I was extremely poorly and just wasn't up to filming. So I do have the week before's books to talk about as well as the book that I finished this week. So let's get into it. So welcome back to another reading update with me. I have finished 2 buddy reads in the last 2 weeks, and one was a book that was a reread for me. I did post a video not long ago about all the books that I wanted to reread, and this was the first one that I chose. It is my all-time favourite book and one that I just cherish and I just love it. So let's talk about that one first. And that book is Empire of the Vampire by Jay Kristoff. I first read this one about three and a half years ago or something, and I automatically fell in love. Gabriel is one of my favourite characters of all time. I have briefly talked about this one in another video, so I'll quickly just run through what this one is about. We are following Gabriel. He is a Silver Saint and he is half vampire, half human, and he has been captured by a historian who wants to learn about Gabriel's story. So we are in a interview sort of process where he tells his story. This one is split into 2 timelines. So we have the timeline where he is talking about where he is older. I think he's about 34, 35, something like that. And he is trying to hunt down a very nasty, bad man, vampire. And the other timeline is him when he first gets recruited by the other Silver Saints, where he is to learn how to take down certain monsters. And we are also sort of in a world where the sun set 27 years ago, back when he was younger. And there are certain people that are obviously trying to bring the sun back. And that's it, basically. That is what this one is about. So what I think I like about this one is the fact that Gabriel is just so grumpy. He just hasn't got the time and day for anybody. There are his reasons as to why he is so grumpy. But even as when he's younger, we are with him when he's like 15, 16, he's already pretty grumpy then. I really like that aspect of it because he does sort of show that he has a soft spot for certain people within this book. And yeah, I really enjoyed the 2 timelines. I loved being with Gabriel when he was younger and when he was learning like how to fight and how he was learning about all the different monsters and stuff that he would have to take on. And there was like rivalry there. There was, he was getting bullied quite a lot, but then there was a girl as well that he was falling for. And just the friendships and stuff that was built within that timeline I really enjoyed. And then we moved on to when he was older. He is away from his family and he is trying to find he's like the king of vampires. Once he's trying to find him to try and destroy him, and he does run into a group of people that do need his help as well. So he does join them even though he's not very keen on it, but I also liked the sort of found family aspect of it, and I do love a good travelling scene within fantasy books as well. So, yes, it was easy 5 stars again. I'm hoping to read the second book again soon. Not too soon because this one did take me quite a while to get through. Because the 3rd book is out in November. So I would like to try and get that done maybe in the summer, in the run-up to November, so I can finally finish this series. The next book that I finished last week was a buddy read and also another reread. Me and Ash have been rereading The Hunger Games and we finished Mockingjay last week. Not too much to be said about this one. Most people know about Hunger Games and what it's about, but if you're not familiar, we are following our main character Katniss. She lives in a district called District 12. There are 12 districts. 1 is like the richest and the best, and 12 is the poorest and the worst. And every year they host a games called the Hunger Games, where 2 people are picked out from each district and they are put into an arena and they have to fight to the death. However, if you do win the games, you do get all the riches that you could ever wish for. So this is the 3rd one from that series. I very much, again, enjoyed it. These are just quick, easy reads. I first read the Hunger Games series back when I was about... think I was about 18, 19, something like that. I remember it was my very first Kindle that I had the Hunger Games series on there. And yeah, I just really enjoyed it. We are hoping to get to the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes soon, and I'm looking forward to seeing where that one goes. And of course, we do have the newest book within this series has not long been released as well, so we will get to that one as well at some point. Pretty sure I did rate this one 4 stars, and yeah. Finally, on to the book that I did finish this week. This was another buddy read with my lovely sister Kez, and we actually finished this one this morning, and that was Win, Lose, Kill, Die by Cynthia Murphy. I absolutely love YA horror, YA thriller. They just hold a very special place in my heart, and this one was just so good. I rated it 5 stars, and I just loved it. So in this one, we are following our main character, Lizzie. She attends a boarding school that is for the most smartest, most genius kids around. One summer, she is on a boat in a lake with the head girl of the boarding school, where there is an accident and Lizzie sustains a head injury. And sadly, the head girl, who I believe is called Morgan, she unfortunately drowns, and that's that. We then move on to her returning back to school for a new term, and there is a string of murders that is happening, and it seems to be the head girls are being targeted. So it is up to Lizzie and her friends to try and find out what is going on and who is sort of obviously going around murdering all these kids. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one. It was twisty and turny, and I did sort of guess what was going on at one point, but it was I thought I'd guess what was going on early on, but then I did sort of change my mind, and then I went back to it. So it definitely does try and lead you in different directions as well. But even though I did guess what happened, it didn't take away anything from the story. I still very much enjoyed this one, and I cannot wait to read more from her. And yeah, that is it. There you have it. Those are the 3 books that I've managed to finish in the last 2 weeks. I am currently reading Daisy Jones and the Six. However, I haven't really had a chance to pick it up with it being the Easter holidays and things like that. So now I've got my buddy read out the way and I have finished my other books, I'm hopefully going to get a chance to actually sit down and properly read this one, because I am really enjoying it so far. Once again, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you're not already, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. I would very much appreciate it, and I will be back soon with another reading update, so I will see you then. Bye.